Hi, it's Alaska Granny. If you've been watching the news at all, there's a lot of rhetoric about could there be nuclear bombs? Could there be nuclear war? Could there be a nuclear catastrophe? Could there be radiation fallout? And any kind of concerns like that that we should be aware of. The talk is extremely alarming because we don't know. We can't control anything. We don't really even know what the truth is. If you read back in history, Winston Churchill says, "Truth is the first casualty of war." The truth is so important, it must be protected with a bodyguard of lies. We know that we're not going to hear all of the facts from any side of our government or from foreign governments, so you need to listen and read between the lines and pay attention to various sources so that you're aware, what are the possibilities, what should I prepare for, what can I expect? We can't control what happens in the world. If you listen to the news, they've been discussing bioresearch facilities in Ukraine. What's true is there are American-supported bioresearch facilities in Ukraine, biological research facilities. That's been the main question. Do they exist or do they not exist? Undersecretary of State for Political Affairs Victoria Nuland told the Senate committee the State Department was concerned that those facilities might fall into Russian hands. She was interviewed by Senator Mark Rubio, and he was asking her, do these exist? And she was saying, well, yes, they do. So we know that they do exist. Does that mean they're doing research on bioweapons? No. Does it mean they're not? No, we don't know what is going on there. We only know that these research facilities exist in Ukraine, and they are very worried and concerned that Russian soldiers could take over them. We know that many countries have nuclear capabilities, including our own country. We know that there are nuclear power plants. We know that there are dangerous things going on that we're completely unaware of because it doesn't affect our everyday life. And so if they begin to talk about this, we can't control what will happen, but we can figure out, well, that's something new I need to prepare for that I wasn't really aware of. And that's the best thing you can do, is try to prepare. Think of it as the fog of war. You can't believe the narrative of either side. So you need to take into account, now that I know that this is a concern, what can I do to better prepare myself and my family for the eventuality that that would affect us? There's a lot of information, even on FEMA, has been there since 2018, how to prepare for a nuclear blast. So you can look it up on FEMA, and it can give you basic directions on what are the risks, what to do if you're outdoors, what to do if you're indoors, where are the best places to shelter, and what can you do if you are affected by it. You can read all through that on your own. You can find all kinds of ways that you can make better protected areas in your home. The best place to go is to an inside room and an underground cellar or basement if you have it. That's for you to figure out where could you go and what would you need to do. We're also warned that we need to tape up our home, close it off airtight so that no outside air is coming in. Then some new challenges begin. If you are sheltering in place, how long could you be there? And if the threat is coming, but it hasn't happened, you can still take shelter. You don't know for sure how long you would be in your shelter. If you look at what's going on in Ukraine, the people are down in subway tunnels and basements, and they only have what they brought with them. So if you have a spot in your home that you think could be a good shelter, it's a good idea to stockpile it with food. And guess what? You have sealed it off. You're not going to be able to cook any of that food. You need food that can last for many days, that doesn't need to be cooked, that just tear open and eat it, because that's the only way that we can be sure it's going to be safe. There are many kinds of foods that you can do that, and so that's the focus of this video. What I wanted to talk about is some of the varieties of food that you could put in your shelter or have ready to go to a shelter if you needed to, in case there was some kind of a nuclear radiation blast disaster event. You only have minutes if something like that happens, and so that's the wrong time to start finding the things to take with you, you should make a plan. Where could I shelter and what do I need there? These are some foods that I put together out of my stockpile that I want to put together to put in the safest shelter in my home in case that should happen. Then that's one less thing for me to worry about. First, I got a variety of freeze-dried and dehydrated fruits. You can do these in your own dehydrator, your own freeze dryer, or go to the store and pick up some packages. These are easy to tear open and eat. There's a big variety, they're very nutritious, and they can last for several years. Next, I got a variety of jerkies, meat that comes just in a tear open and eat pouch that you can open it and eat it. You can have pork jerky, turkey bites, teriyaki beef, butterball turkey. There's lots of varieties. Choose ones that you enjoy eating. And you might want to stock up on smaller packages so that if you open it, you don't have to worry about eating it all or it spoiling or spilling on the ground. And then you also have an easy way to portion it out. If you think you might be there for 3 days, get 3 little pouches. If you open up the big bag on day 1 and everybody just snacks and eats it all, then you don't have any for the next few days. So you may want to have more ability to ration it out portions to help the food last a little bit longer. You can still have plenty to eat, but you want to make sure that it is available for each day you might be there, which we don't know how many days that could be, but plan on several. I have some packages of tear open and eat tuna and salmon. They even include a little spoon in the top of the package so that you can tear it open, take the little spoon, and eat the contents of it right out of the container. I also have some pouch meals. These just happen to be Loma Linda, so these are vegan. I have a pad thai, a Greek bowl, and a Hawaiian bowl. These you usually heat in the microwave, but you don't have to. They're completely cooked. You can just tear them open and eat them the way they are. You can find them from all different brands, all different varieties. These are just what I have on hand that I put into my kit today. I have some packages at the Hormel Completes. These are full meals in a very sturdy package that are designed to go in the microwave, but if you can't heat them up, they're already cooked. You can eat them anyway right out of the dish. Just peel it open and eat it. And they come in all kinds of different flavors, so look them over, try a few, see if there's some flavors that you like. I have the chicken Alfredo and the turkey with dressing. Those are the ones that I've been able to find still that I actually find are pretty good tasting. I have a package of pepperoni. There's 2 little pouches in here. You could tear those open and eat them as well. Maybe you've seen the packages of tuna salad, chicken salad. It comes with crackers, a little can of meat, and that also includes a little spoon. So you have a serving. You could hand one out to each family member, make it open and eat it, and it doesn't have to be heated up. It can just be fine the way it is. Look for tear open and eat packages of dried cheese. These are almost like crackers, but they're very delicious and they're just cheese. You can find the brand called Wisps. You can also find the brand called Parma Crisps. Sometimes they store these in the produce department, which seems a little odd to me, so keep looking around until you find the things that you want. Look for packages of nuts and trail mixes, combination things so that there's a variety of flavors. I have a package of mixed nuts and a package of pistachios. Maybe you like a little bit of sweets. Look for something like the Belvita Bites. There's all kinds of different granola bars, little packages of cookies, things like that come individually wrapped. So then again, you have your portion control. You can pass them out to the family members, and then you can have different things throughout the day so that you aren't just sitting there worried about what's coming next. You can instead worry about, what snack might be coming next. My family likes Nutri-Grain bars. These are nice and soft, so even little kids can eat these. Break them up into little bits, but be sure they have some teeth first. Always pay attention to the littlest ones when you're feeding them something, especially if it's new or different. Get a selection of crackers. Find the ones that you like that might go nicely with the foods that you have. For example, I have the Ritz type crackers, and I have some peanut butter and jelly because you could open it and smear it around on a cracker. You don't have to have bread to have peanut butter and jelly. I also put in a can of Fritos bean dip because that's a nice switch that we don't normally see in our emergency stockpile, and this would be great just with a few crackers. Recently at the Dollar Tree, I found these little boxes of cereal. They're individually packaged. There's a variety of flavors, and they might be a novel enough item that you could put some of those in there. And no, you probably won't have milk to put with them. Lots of times in my family, we snack on just dry cereal. So this would be an easy way to have a variety of other snacks. My family's favorite cookies are Oreos, and I found birthday cake flavors, so these would be a nice little treat while you're sheltering in place. To go with all this food, you're going to need drinking water. Then also think about things like juice boxes, V8 juices, cans of juices, the kind of beverages that maybe you like. Don't plan on preparing any hot beverages, but if you have some that you can find that are bottled or in cans that you could just pop them open and enjoy them, then add those to your stockpile too. A few other things that I included with my meal kit for easy cleanup and serving are some baby wipes, some different sizes of Ziploc bags so that you can corral any extras and avoid spills, and which could bring bugs in. A very sturdy garbage bag for all of the packaging. I also have a Ziploc bag with paper plates, paper napkins, and some plastic utensils. You never know how you may want to eat something, so give yourself supplies so you have options. Another option for a sweet treat are fruit snacks. They come individually wrapped. I put them all in a Ziploc bag to help protect them and take up less room than just the big old cardboard box. So look through your supplies. Maybe you have some bins, you can organize some of them. Maybe you have an insulated bag. You could store them all in there because it's a little sturdier than some of the other shopping bags. Or even just a tote. You could put a lot of food in these. You could even use a sturdy tote, because then should you have to leave your home, you can grab the bags and take them with you, or put it all in a hard-sided tote with a snap-on lid and take them that way. Organize your food with the supplies that you have. If you have shopping bags, use that. If you have extra bins, use that. You could even put them into a 5-gallon bucket. Figure out where you can put them in your house, what kind of container will they best fit, and then what if you had to grab and go, will you be able to do that? The future is uncertain. None of us know what the future holds, but it does seem to have some very serious concerns. So the best way that we can deal with that is to prepare for whatever comes our way. That's the only way we're going to make the best out of every single day that we have, which is the whole point of prepping. If you like my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might like it. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.